languages, and government. So the one is about history. The first is about history. Yes, history. So Afghanistan was settled 50,000 years ago. Early cities such as Manninga and Balkh sprang up around 5,000 years ago. Around 700 BC, the Median Empire expanded it through Afghanistan. By 550 BC, the Persians had displaced the Medians, establishing the Achaemenid dynasty. So Alexander the Great invaded Afghanistan in 328 BC. The Greeks were displaced around 150 BC by the Crucians, and then the Parthians that ruled until about 300 AD when Sasanians took control.
So we read about Afghanistan history from 300 AD until 1747. An Arab invasion in 642 AD introduced Islam in Afghanistan. The Arabs ruled until 870, at which time they were driven out again by the Persians. In 1220, Mongol warriors under Genghis Khan conquered Afghanistan and ruled until 1747. In 1747, the Durrani dynasty was founded by Ahmad Shah Durrani and the ethnic Pashtun. This marked the origin of modern Afghanistan.
In 19th and 20th century, Russian and British competed for the control of Central Asia, so Afghanistan. Britain fought two wars against Afghans in 1839 to 1842 and 1878 and 1880. Afghanistan was neutral in World War I. Then in that years, Afghanistan attacked India, so Britain relinquished control over Afghan foreign affairs. Then Soviet invaded Afghanistan in 1979. Then the warlords, so just like people who took control, just like tribes, took control of Afghanistan until 1989, until Taliban took power in 1997.
So about the geography, the position and the capital city. Afghanistan has the misfortune of sitting in a strategic position at the crossroad of Central Asia, the Indian subcontinent, and the Middle East. Despite its mountainous terrain and fiercely independent inhabitants, the country has been invaded time after time throughout its history. It is a landlocked country bordering on Iran to the west, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan to the north, a tiny border with China at the northeast and Pakistan to the east and south. Its total area is 747,500 square kilometers. Its capital city is Istanbul with 347,000. No, it's more. Whatever. Inhabitants estimated in 2013.
Then, about geography and climate, most of the Afghanistan territory is mountains, the Hindu-Kush mountains, and with some desert. The highest point is Naushak, at 7,486 meters. The climate in Afghanistan is dry and seasonal. The temperature varying by altitude.
So about the Afghan population and religion, the population of Afghanistan is estimated 32.6 million. The largest ethnic group is the Pashtun. It's the 42% of population. Tajiks make up 27%, Hazaras 8%, and Uzbeks 9%. Aymaks 4%, Turkmen 3%, and Baluchi 2%. The remaining 13% are tiny population of Nuristanis, Kizibashis, and other groups. Life expectancy for both men and women is 60 years. The infant mortality rate is 115 per 1,000 live births, and it's the worst in the world. The overwhelming majority of population are Muslim, around 99%. About 80% are Sunni and 19% Shia.
The languages, the official languages of Afghanistan are Dari and Pashto. The written Dari and Pashto are a modified Arabic script. Dari is the Afghan dialect of the Persian language, when Pashto is the language of the Pashtun tribes. 33% of Afghans speak Dari. Yes, Dari as the first language, and 30% speaks Pashto.
So, about the government and the economy. Afghanistan is an Islamic republic headed by the president. The president since 2014 has been Ashraf Ghani. Afghanistan is among the poorest countries on earth. About 36% of the population lives under the poverty line. The country's most valuable export is opium. Other exports goods include wheat, cotton, wool, hand-woven rugs, and precious stones. Afghanistan imports much of its food and energy. The unemployment rate is 35%, and the currency is the Afghani. As for 2016, $1 of US is 69 Afghani. That's it.
Coffee toilet.